Colour splash dog painting. How did we do this? Let's find out. Hi, it's Pam Duthie and it's a Thursday, so it's another needle felting tutorial. Every Thursday I make videos like these, so please don't forget, come back every Thursday if this is something you're interested in. And currently I'm challenging myself to some makes from the World of Wool White Beginner's Needle Felting Kit. So the first thing I thought I would attempt, as they gave us this piece of pre-felt, I thought the most obvious thing to make out of that was some kind of painting. Now obviously a landscape would have probably worked quite well with the blues and purples, but I wanted to try something a little bit different. I've never done a kind of colour splash dog picture before, so I was winging it. The results, it's okay. But here's how I did it if you're interested in doing something like this. And don't forget, if you do make something like this, tag me, let me see it. I'd love to see your work and I'm sure you can do a better job. So the first thing, I wanted a picture of a dog that I thought would work for this. So what I had was a sketch that I'd done of a Labrador. I thought it might be decent to have all the different shades of black into different colours. It might make an interesting image. I'd drawn this in an A4, so I had to size it down on my printer to make it fit whatever size this scrap is. It's certainly not quite A4, so I sized the drawing down a little bit. So I used my Sulky iron-on transfer pen. If you haven't seen the video already, I have a review up in the cards, and I traced it out onto some baking paper and then ironed it onto my fabric. The first thing here, I was concerned if it would actually show up well on the darker material, and I was pleasantly surprised that it transferred really nicely. I didn't do such a good job of drawing around the top of the head, but it transferred over and I've got an image that I can work with. Now I initially started this dog just planning on filling in just using the colours that are in the kit. I would say just using everything they supplied in the kit, but there's no way that I was going to use the needle that they supplied. It's really far too butch for any kind of felting in my mind, so I went on to my 38 twist needle that I use most of the time. And then I arranged the colours. I almost made a kind of painting by numbers for myself, so looking at the image of the dog, putting all of the darkest purple into the areas of darkest shade on the dog and working my way up to the lightest shade. And I tried to make it first of all just using the colours that I was given with no additions. Now you'll see in the video there was one slight problem. Like, yes, you should keep on lifting a piece if you're felting it into a stabbing cushion, else it will start to get attached. And I left it a little bit long before I lifted it, but when I did lift it, it stretched the image quite a bit, so I slightly deformed my piece. So this felt is a little bit soft for actually felting a picture onto, in my opinion. But we managed to recover it slightly. If it went from a Labrador to some kind of greyhound cross, then yeah. I was also going to work on his collar like it is in the image. He has a nice collar and tags, but at the scaled down size, trying to use wool, that just was not going to be happening. So I just left the collar blank in the colour of the background, and I think that kind of works. Once it was done, really the eyes to me just were not popping at all. If I was going to do it again, I would do the eyes in the proper colours of the dog and then do the rest in the colour splash, because the eyes are the most important part. But I added some white and black into them just to give it a little bit of life, and I hope it improved it slightly. So overall, I think a colour splash painting of a dog does work in these materials. It's going to take a bit of practice and just get the perfect right image, but I think the colours we're given do complement each other with a little bit of pop and a bit of interest. So yeah, give it a go. Let us see how you get on. So like I said, this is going to be a series every Thursday of me making makes based on the colours we're given in this kit. So don't forget, come back every Thursday. I've got a super exciting make planned for the end, just based off what I was inspired by these colours. So don't forget, come back every Thursday, and if you like this, click on my wee face to subscribe. Thank you very much.